Ludwig van Beethoven, born in 1770, was a shining star in the history of music. His was an epic tale, spanning the transition from the classical to romantic music. His life was filled with struggle and innovation, crafting an indelible legacy. Life was far from smooth. His alcoholic father forced him into music, while his mother passed away early. As a child, Beethoven was immersed in music, with notes providing solace in the dead of night. Beethoven later faced his most significant challenge. He gradually lost his hearing and became completely deaf. This was a crushing blow for a musician, but he found hope in music and stood up again to continue creating. His passion did not dwindle. Instead, he composed some of his greatest works, such as Symphonies 3, 5, and 9. Although fate played tricks on him, Beethoven lived a life full of passion, overcame all challenges to create, and left behind legendary memories. Under the shade of an apple tree in his garden, Isaac Newton sat pondering the mysteries of the universe. It was a serene afternoon, the kind that invites deep thought. Suddenly, an apple fell from the tree, landing with a soft thud on the ground. Newton's mind sparked with curiosity, questioning why the apple fell straight down. This seemingly simple event led Newton to develop the concept of gravity, a force that pulls objects toward the Earth. He realized that this force could explain not only the fall of the apple, but also the motion of celestial bodies. Newton's groundbreaking work on gravity was documented in his book, Principia Mathematica, where he outlined the laws of motion and universal gravitation. The Royal Society, a prestigious scientific institution, recognized the significance of Newton's discovery and provided him with the support he needed to further his research. Newton's laws of gravity and motion laid the foundation for classical mechanics, profoundly impacting the scientific community and the world at large. His discovery inspired other scientists and thinkers, leading to advancements in various fields such as astronomy, physics, and engineering. As Newton's fame grew, he became a key figure in the Enlightenment, a period marked by significant intellectual and cultural growth. Newton's legacy endures to this day, his contributions to science remaining a cornerstone of our understanding of the natural world, all sparked by a simple falling apple.
In a small log cabin in Kentucky, a young Abraham Lincoln lived with his father. His father had a special fondness for a particular tree in their yard. One day, while his father was away, Lincoln decided to try his hand at chopping wood. He chose his father's favorite tree, not understanding its significance. Lincoln worked hard, and soon the tree fell. He was proud of his accomplishment until he realized the tree he had chopped was his father's favorite. Fear crept in as Lincoln thought about his father's reaction. However, he remembered the lessons his father taught him about honesty. When his father returned, he was shocked to see his beloved tree on the ground. He asked Lincoln if he knew what happened. With a heavy heart, Lincoln confessed to chopping down the tree. He braced himself for his father's anger. However, his father didn't react as Lincoln expected. He was silent for a moment, then he spoke. He told Lincoln he was disappointed about the tree but proud of his honesty. This incident stayed with Lincoln throughout his life. It shaped him into a man of integrity, a characteristic that defined his presidency. The story of Lincoln and the tree serves as a reminder of the importance of honesty, even when it's difficult.
In a cozy chamber, a brilliant mind delves into the mysteries of the universe. Amidst doubtful gazes, a daring idea takes flight, challenging the boundaries of conventional wisdom. Einstein's way of thinking was always different. He drew inspiration from various phenomena in life, which may seem insignificant to others, but for Einstein, they became important triggers for his theoretical innovation. Whether on bustling streets or in the silence of the night, he always found new problems from the surrounding environment and tried to explain these problems with his theory. This method of seeking inspiration from life allowed him to continue to innovate in theory and ultimately proposed the special theory of relativity. When he proposed the theory of relativity, it was a controversial theory challenging our traditional understanding of time and space. However, Einstein did not feel fear or retreat. He faced various criticisms from academia and the public with an open mind. He used vivid examples and simple language to explain and demonstrate his theory, allowing the public to understand and accept his viewpoint. Einstein had to face pressure from all directions, but he always maintained enthusiasm for science and the pursuit of truth. His resilience and calmness allowed him to stay calm and rational when facing criticism and further advance his theory. He is not only a great scientist, but also a person with firm beliefs and uncompromising.
Vincent van Gogh, born in 1853, is one of the most famous figures in art history. Despite his short career and lack of recognition during his lifetime, his works are now considered some of the most beautiful ever created. The Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam won the Best Museum Award, highlighting the global recognition of Van Gogh's contributions to art. Starry Night was created in 1889. This painting, with its expressive swirling night sky, evokes a strong emotional response from viewers. Van Gogh's fascination with night skies and gaslighting visible over water in Arles is evident. He was excited about the painting and even sent sketches of it to his friends. His love for sunflowers is also well documented. He created numerous sunflower paintings and frequently mentioned them in letters to his brother and friends. Due to financial constraints, Van Gogh often painted self-portraits as he could not afford to pay models. He would sit for hours capturing his image. His time in Paris with fellow artist Paul Gauguin, he was proved to be tumultuous. Their frequent disagreements sometimes turned violent. During one such incident, Van Gogh threatened Gauguin with a razor and ended up injuring himself, cutting off a part of his left ear. His life was filled with dramatic highs and lows. Born into a devout family, he faced numerous personal challenges, including autism and a mental breakdown that led him to cut off his ear. Despite these struggles, Van Gogh's creativity and unique style have impacted the art world. His works showcase his deep emotions and unique perspective, making his life story rich with drama and color.